Hello everyone, welcome again. I'm here to give you a text receipt today. It say I commit financial infidelity. Well, infidelity is a trouble, but financially we'll see what it say. I told my wife everything. There was a lot of crying from both of us. The trust she had in me is gone. Well, in a relationship, the trust is gone. That's mean the relationship is halfway done. If she's not already have somebody who's flirting with her, so realistic, your relationship is done. So now you have to know if you're a Christian. If you're a Christian, there's gonna be a lot of prayer, a lot of counselor, and then from people in church to intervene and to help you in prayer and to reconcile, to forgive, and the peeling. If she's good looking and she have a lot of intention, I think you'll set up yourself already for divorce right there. We are going to be putting having a second kid and getting a house on hold. My wife has been a stay-home mom with her 1 year old. Well, at least she 1 year old. So basically, she's already doing her part. So realistic, that's what I'm supposed to do. So the all part on her side is good, and the appealing part, especially if they have a kids. I don't know if she's still taking care of herself or how appealing she is, if she's healthy or she have any disease and stuff like that, if she's getting enough rest, and then the kids is, I know the kids at that age are a full hand. So if you are able to relax when you get home, if she yell at you. So let's see what she said. She said that she was going to get a job. We made a preliminary budget and she's going to be getting a job. With her budget, I think we will be able to pay off the debt at least within 2 years. That's a good plan. So basically, a realistic part, she's compliant, she's submissive, and then she do what she gotta do in the family. But I don't know if she's a Christian, but the way she behave right now, I feel like she's a Christian. But there's nothing that you mentioned, how long you know her and where you meet her and stuff like that. So throughout that part, I will advise you that if you're not a Christian, go get do be Christian, because this is a very delicate situation, because most people believe in money, not in God. So basically, be very delicate in that situation. With the budget, I think we could be able to pay off the debt at least within 2 years. She told me that she does not plan to leave me or get a divorce. Well, that's a Christian, so probably she has a Christian belief or she has a moral standard. So that's a good way to admire her. I admire that woman like that because they probably have a realistic, and that's the two part I admire. So for now, I think she got the three parts so far, but she doesn't mention whether she's a Christian. But let's go. She told me that she doesn't plan to leave me or get a divorce, but I know I have done some serious damage to our marriage. She said that this makes a lot of sense of my recent behavior, being superstitious and avoiding any talk to of getting a house. We'll be able to get a joint bank account. I do not want to ever do this again. I do feel some hope for the future and that the finance can fit, but I know it's going to be a long time before my wife trusts me ever again. Well, if you own your money and then you tell them you spend it on what you're spending, if you buy a new car of your house, she can be mad at it. But if you spend your money spend on girls like for OnlyFans, and then also spend it on go to the bar and then on the girls, that's another topic. That's very sensitive, and I don't think she's gonna be able to forgive or forget that. But if you find the money, for example, you buy the latest Jordan, or you pay, for example, something that is very interesting, so she probably let it go, and or brand new TV or something like that. She probably let it go, but that's depend how much you spend, and if it's the whole saving, that's a no. She probably has entitled to get mad because the joint account and she's not working. She doesn't have a backup plan, and she's totally submissive to you. You're the only one she trusts you the financial decision, and then you end up making the wrong decision. And I think you need something to fix on. But I think if the guy is fair on the all part, so he's not realistic. So I think you fail and this part of the story. So basically, you need some serious guidance, and you need some serious help, because now you put your life in jeopardy, your kids in jeopardy, your wife in jeopardy. I have lied to my wife about how much money I own. I have close to $17,000 in credit card debt that she doesn't know about. Not in collection, but they are close to max out. I have two cards, they are both in my name. She recently want me to start looking at a house, and I don't think we can afford a mortgage or that we are going to get one. At this point, when you got $17 and then $17,000, and then your income is not sufficient, so basically at this point I would tell you to have a financial advisor to help you out with the payment plan and stuff like that. And paying their house right now, I don't think is the last thing in your mind. And if you're living in an apartment, I understand. But if you live in a family member, I understand. If you live with your parents, I understand. But if the kids only one kid you have, the kids is 1 year old, I think is forgivable because the kids doesn't have any knowledge. And if you're able to make that money and then sustain for the house payment, for the mortgage, I mean for the rent, and then you pay for the everything, all the utility, and then from now on you can take on the card and then pay the minimum amount. I think it's forgivable, but the thing is you got to sit down and have a budget so you can plan out to protect your family, your seed, and protect her to make her feel better, because at the end of the day you raising your own blood and she's raising her own blood, and she's both protecting the family. And then if you make that mistake like that, and then if you don't have any other resources, I'll tell you to get another job so you can protect yourself, so you can be a better father, a better husband to your wife and to your kids. She recently wanted to start looking at a house. I don't want we can afford a mortgage or we can even going to get one. It all started when I was in college. I lost my job and just started putting things on my credit card, thinking I would be able to pay it off. Well, so that's me. You met her toward the college or after college, because in that age I understand you got credit card stuff like that, and you lose your job because you got to make a payment, and you got to know a lifestyle to show and stuff like that. I understand that, but if you don't have a job and then you have credit card, that's a bad combination. It's a credit card. Since you see the credit card is under your name, they are entitled to give you credit since you have a good credit, because before that your credit probably under your parents name, and then now you got to take charge of that payment. So now you put yourself in a hard situation. The hard truth is that if you start paying now, it's not that much, 17K. If you have a job and then you have, for example, for the year 30K, I think you can pay it off in 2 years like you said. But you got to be able to make consistent. Don't spend on crazy things like shoes and stuff like that. And also you got to tell her how much you own, how much you have going on, and have a budget, and sit down and explain to her, and then let her see the money coming in, so she can be able to trust you again and every time, and see everything transaction. And I'll advise you to have a joint account, and then she can see the money going in and the money going out, so you won't be able to have that issue. After 1 or 3 months, the issue gonna go back up, but the thing is she will not forget it. That's inevitable, but at this point you can fix it, as long as you don't fix it on other people like women, and then have your own pleasure and stuff like that. I didn't just I didn't They just kept going up and up until the situation I'm in now. I also have student loan, but my wife fully know about it. I need to come forward with this. I don't think I should keep lying to her, even if it means that she still leave me. We also have one daughter who is one, and I really messed up. Any advice would be helpful. Well, here's the thing: if you have a brother and sister, or uncle, or aunt, or your family members here, you can tell them that you're in deep situation, and they probably help you on, and then you probably pay them back. And the hardest part is that when you pay your family member back, they feel like now they know your marriage, so basically you can be in trouble. So they feel like they can talk to you another way in a situation, because they help you in a big situation. But if you tell her, she's still gonna ask you a question: how are we gonna get out of it? So that's the intake of that. Even though you have a plan, somebody gonna help you somehow, because she's not working. And then if she's able to have a babysitter since it's been a year, and then she can start working, that would be nice. But make sure you both have a joint account, so both can contribute and you both can help out. But I think you messed up pretty bad. It's not that bad as you think it is. It's only 17K. Your student loan debt can refinance every time. You can fix that anytime you want to, but it take about 10 years for you to do that. But my advice is for you to start as soon as possible, and then find professional advisor that's good at it, and then budget plan and stuff like that. And then if you need help, you can also ask your family for backup plan, for emergency fund, so they can help you, stuff like that, if you have brother family member. But if you don't have, and then you don't have friend or anything, I advise you to get another job, or if you can, and if you cannot, I advise you for your wife to go get a job to help out. But she's not gonna forget that anytime soon, and then you're in deep trouble. And at that point, I think you have to be extra careful. You gotta be extra appreciative, extra sensitive, extra loving towards her, because she can easily be mad and say the relationship is over. And she can usually sway away by some other guy that's have money. Especially in your situation, if she want to stay in the relationship, she's young, she has other options, she can do that. But that's life. So I hope you fix your marriage, and then pray for God help you find guidance, and then pray with her so God can help you to through that situation. It's a phase that most of the family goes through throughout the marriage. Everyone go through it. Some people go quicker, some people than others. But if she's willing, if she loves you, she's willing to do that, she gonna forgive you, and then the relationship gonna go on. It's gonna take like about 3 months for you to go back on track. But if she's not, and then she has a backup plan already, I think the relationship is over before after you say that, or she already noticed that. So give me a like, smash the like button, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.